Welcome, friends. Today we are making a chicken and lentil dish that has some vaguely North African or Moroccan flavor profile. We're using our homemade Ras el Hanout spice mix, which is fantastic, by the way, and chicken and some dates and lentils and chicken stock. And so I just want to lightly season the chicken thighs. They're bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. And then we're going to brown these off in the pan. And you don't need to over season them. There's enough going on here. It's going to be braised in the oven. The chicken's going to taste amazing anyway. Looks good. So we'll flip it over to the other side and get both sides nice and golden brown. Okay, so take the chicken out. And this is a point where, take a look in your pan. If there's too much oil or grease or fat, pour some out. If there's not enough, put some in. Next thing that goes in is chopped onion. And we just want to, you don't want to get any color on that, you just want to soften it down. Once the onion is nicely softened and mostly cooked through, I'm going to add some garlic. And I just use a garlic press and crush it right into the pot. And just stir that around and cook the garlic out a little bit. The onions look good, and now the spice mix goes in. And you just want to sort of almost kind of toast it a little bit. You don't want to overcook it, you don't want to burn it. You just kind of want to bring it up to temperature and release some of the oils. And this only takes, a few seconds. Now, cherry tomatoes. And we just stir those around. And then a splash of vinegar, just to give a little bit of an acid component. Gotta tell you, just absolutely smells heavenly in here. Now, lentils. In go the lentils and some chopped dates. Stir that around to coat them. Now, in this pot, I've got some chicken stock on the go. And so we want to pour in about 2 cups worth of chicken stock. Oh, it's hot. Lid's hot. And when I say about, I mean that because we're going to put this in the oven, and you need to watch it fairly closely. If it starts to get too dry before it's cooked, add a little bit more stock. And if you don't have any more stock, add a little bit of water. So that's all stirred together. Chicken pieces go back in. And then we stick this in the oven.
That smells wonderful.
It's
like a
fills the room, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got a bunch of different smells there that I can't quite put my finger on what it comes to. Looks really good too.
It's hot.
I see that it just came out of the oven.
Just came out of the oven. It's hot, and it might be a little bit spicy. I might have gone a little bit overboard on the spicing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just gonna try the lentils first.
So I see lentils. I see. What is that? Is that like a date?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that'll be I'm trying to get that date.
There is an absolute explosion of flavor in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's really good. So,
I mean, there's
clearly the dates give it a lovely. Dates bring a lovely sweetness to it.
a little bit of sweetness. Yep.
So what inspired this, Glen? think I need a smaller piece.
Chicken thigh. Tastes like a chicken thigh with some really great flavors going on with the... Well, I want to do more lentil and pulse recipes. A lot more pulses, lentils and beans.
How come?
Well, because, you know...
I mean, I love lentils and beans, so I'm all into it.
We just don't cook with them that often. And there's a couple of soups that we make. Like, there's that...
The lentil squash that we make like
lentil squash
every
soup,
other week?
Yeah, that I absolutely love. And so, since I love that soup so much, and take a look for... I'll put the link somewhere.
So you just want to practice making lots of stuff with lentils so that you
Lots
have
of
more,
stuff with lentils,
so you
yeah.
think of lentils more often.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because I never think of them. I never think of them as something to cook with.
At the same time, is the chicken mandatory in this recipe? Like, could you have made it without the chicken? And it could be a lovely
I think you could
pulses
have.
dish.
I think you could have made it without the chicken. I think you could have just used a vegetable broth. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Ras el Hanout brings enough flavor, enough complexity to the whole thing that you, and then you could have thrown in.
And then the dates kind of thicken it up, and so yeah, you really could.
And you could have thrown in some raisins. I mean, you could still throw raisins in with this one. All of those things. So this doesn't follow any tradition. Like there's no. I'm saying Moroccan just to sort of put it in a ballpark for a lot of people.
That's because of the spice.
Because of the spice.
Flavor that's the spice flavor.
The flavor profile is in there, but I mean, I've never been to Morocco. I'm obviously not Moroccan. I looked at a dozen different lentil and chicken dishes that claimed to be Moroccan, and I picked and chose the parts that I thought I'd like.
The part you like, which is fair enough. And so now you've made a dish that you like.
Mm-hmm. Great. And I hope you're going to like it too. And it's super simple to put together. I mean, it really...
I can imagine a nice fresh salad with this would go nicely, or...
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of different things that you could have with this. So, give it a try. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.